Welcome. In this first part, we're going to go over some information before we get into the meat of the presentation, which is the second part. This first part, I'm going to give you information that you can use every day to better yourself. It's four categories that we'll go over: sleep, nutrition, exercise, and I used to call it spiritual religious, but now I'll go with engagement. So let's go to sleep. Sleep is one of the most important functions that you can do on a daily basis. Your heart beating, your lungs breathing in oxygen. Sleep is just as important as those processes. So you have to prioritize as much as possible getting good restorative sleep on a daily basis. What does that mean? Probably somewhere in the order of 7.5 to 8 hours for most people, where you wake up feeling refreshed. Now, I would say at this point, with a lot of information to go over, we can spend time all day on that, but just now study sleep hygiene, about how to prepare the environment to fall asleep in, and also, if you're not aware of classical conditioning, something to look up. If you do aware, it's like Pavlov and his dogs. If you're lying in bed on your phone or watching TV or on your devices, then your body is trained to stay awake in that state, lying flat in the bed like that. You want to have it to where you lie down, it's time to go to sleep, and your body clicks off like that. So nutrition tends to be a lot more controversy in the field, I would say. I would go with, you want to have at least an 80% plant-based diet with as much fresh fruits, vegetables, meats that you are intaking as possible. Stay away as much as possible from processed stuff, and that goes for, if you are, however your diet is. It's super important though is what you're fueling the body with. So fresh food, fruits, vegetables, meat products, I believe. Science shows that we humans need that, and I know about supplements and such, but why not get it straight from the source? We're not gonna go into all that right now. Exercise. Exercise is super important as well. You got to work the body out. It causes release of endorphins. There's a lot of just information about how exercise, we'll get to that in a second part, but anyway, you want to get your heart rate up at least 3 to 4 times a week for 15 to 20 minutes. Now, of course, over time, you're going to increase that, and eventually, if you can do daily exercise for 45 minutes to an hour a day, that's probably where you want to be at. But for now, just start off, and it's about consistency. It's about not stopping, getting started and continuing. So even if it's just once a week, we'll go ahead and over time, you're going to go up to 2 times a week. Consistency is super important. The final thing we'll talk about is, I used to ask people, do you consider yourself a spiritual person or a religious person, or both, either or? And it really is about engagement. And so to not alienate anybody, the way I understand it now in myself and my brain is that we need to surround ourselves with positive contacts, people who motivate us and encourage us to be our better selves. Those are the things that you have to surround yourself with. And you can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends, and over time you can't pick your family as well. So sometimes you have to make the hard decisions, but it's for your betterment. And never feel bad about that. But I'm not gonna keep you much longer with that. Let's get ready to enjoy. Let's go.
Welcome to A Satisfied Psychiatrist's Guide to a Happy Life. Today we gain a greater understanding of happiness and well-being from a psychiatric perspective. Let's examine the role of mental health in achieving a satisfied life and address various factors that contribute to feeling amazing and having an unlimited mindset. The science of happiness. Actualized psychiatry emphasizes the importance of encouraging deep self-reflection, human improvement, and psychological resilience. But did you know that happiness is also a chemical affair? Neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin play vital roles in mood regulation, motivation, and social bonding. It's nature and nurture because happiness levels are influenced by both genetic and environmental factors, with studies suggesting genetics account for 40 to 50% of happiness variability. Now let's define happiness and well-being. There's a distinction between hedonic happiness, which is about seeking pleasurable experiences, and eudaimonic happiness, revolving around finding meaning and purpose in life. This has been the topic of countless works by scholars and philosophers since the dawn of language, forming one of the great existential questions of human experience. Possibly our language is giving us the answer when describing acts as either pleasure-seeking or purpose-filled. The importance of mental health. It forms the bedrock of happiness and well-being. Poor mental health can negatively impact one's ability to experience happiness and overall life satisfaction. It's vital to note the prevalence of mental health disorders, with depression affecting over 280 million people worldwide and anxiety disorders affecting around 374 million people globally. Poor mental health can also lead to chronic health issues, strained relationships, and impair an individual's ability to function in necessary activities. Do you know the benefits of cultivating self-awareness and emotional intelligence for happiness? These include increased self-understanding, improved relationships, and better decision-making. Developing mindfulness through meditation, journaling, and self-reflection, and learning to recognize and manage emotions in a healthy way can contribute significantly to life satisfaction and lower levels of stress. We are starting to understand the vitality of strong relationships and social connections. Strong social connections can lead to a 50% increased chance of longevity and improved mental health outcomes. Building strong relationships through communication, empathy, and trust, and leveraging social support to cope with stress and adversity can significantly enhance happiness and well-being. We are social beings by nature and do better when we cultivate a group of positive influences in our environment. What does it mean pursuing meaning and purpose? Living in alignment with personal values can increase a sense of meaning and happiness. Engaging in purposeful activities like volunteering, mentoring, or creative pursuits can foster a sense of purpose and contribute to overall happiness. We live the truth, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, when we step outside of ourselves and connect with the greater human experience. Cultivating resilience to stress and adversity. Resilient individuals can adapt to challenges and maintain positive mental health outcomes. Strategies for developing resilience include positive reframing, problem solving, seeking support, and the importance of self-compassion and self-care. This is a skill that can be learned at any age in life. At its root, it is about the capacity for humility and empathy to assist with the realistic appraisal of one's abilities and responsibilities. The necessity of achieving work-life balance. Poor work-life balance can lead to increased stress, burnout, and reduced life satisfaction. Maintaining balance through setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and effective time management is essential. Employers also play a role in promoting work-life balance and mental well-being, but they cannot be depended on to make the best decisions for your life. Embracing an abundance mindset. Individuals who perceive the world as unlimited are more likely to persevere through challenges, seek feedback, and experience higher levels of life satisfaction. Cultivating a limitless-driven mindset involves embracing challenges, seeking feedback, and focusing on progress. Constantly seek new skill sets and abilities to add to your repertoire. If you are not willing to invest in yourself, then who else will? The impact of physical health on happiness. The mind-body-spirit connection is integral, with studies showing a strong correlation between the three. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and restorative sleep can significantly boost mental health and happiness. Healthcare professionals also play a vital role in promoting optimal physical health, which in turn contributes to mental well-being. Take advantage of the use of wearable health technology to track your own personal health data. We will complete our talk by emphasizing the interconnected nature of the factors contributing to a happy life. Mental health, relationships, purpose, resilience, and physical health all play a role in overall happiness and well-being. It's important to develop a personalized plan for promoting happiness and well-being, identifying and addressing personal needs and priorities. And remember, it's okay to seek professional help if needed. Psychiatrists, psychologists, and therapists play a critical role in promoting mental health and happiness through diagnosis, treatment, and support for individuals struggling with mental health challenges or anyone that may want to gain a better understanding of how they interact with others. Thank you for joining us on this guide to a happier life. Remember, happiness is a journey, not a destination. I know this will provide you with a roadmap to navigate your own path to contentment and well-being. Good looking for taking your time to work on your own joy-filled existence. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, be nicer to yourself. I love you, you love you, God loves us, and that's all that matters.